I'm Joe Reed, and this is Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. In preparation for next week's awards, we're revisiting our conversations about some of the Audie finalists. Today, our dearly missed Emily Connelly will discuss one of the finalists in science fiction.
Today's audiobook is one I've been very excited about for a while. It is the newest Murderbot book, System Collapse by Martha Wells, narrated by Kevin R. Free. Golden voice narrator, Kevin R. Free. What fun it is to get to spend time with Murderbot again in this seventh book.
I have to say, Murderbot is nothing that I would ever pick up in print. It's just not my thing at all. But because Kevin R. Free was named a Golden Voice, and I have the wonderful opportunity to interview the Golden Voices. I, of course, listened to Murderbot, and I was so swept away by his performance. To me, it is the ideal audiobook because it's not something that would work for me in print, but my God, it so works when he narrates.
It's so much fun. And to give everybody who doesn't know Murderbot a little bit of background, Murderbot is a sec unit, a security unit, sort of a construct between human and robot AI, who years ago at this point broke out of the governor module controlling its functioning and spent a lot of time watching lots of serial television programs and now is working as a security person for this team of people from a university. And it's here helping out. This is a series that you definitely want to read all of the books, but it's not a chore because a lot of them are quite short. They're novellas. This one's a little bit longer, but it's closely tied to Network Effect, which came out several years ago. So if you haven't listened to any of the Murderbot Diaries, you'll want to start back at All Systems Red. And it's very fun. You can listen to them all and get to know Murderbot and all these humans it gets to know, and some other AI entities it gets to know and become friends with. But it's just such a great character.
Exactly. It is not a human, and it's so interesting, both in what the author does, but in what Kevin does of the way
Right.
Murderbot has evolved over the series. But nevertheless, it's a bot. And that subtlety that he brings to the performance is just amazing. He's just an amazing, amazing narrator, I think. I'm such a great fan of his.
Oh, me too. So why don't we listen to this sample actually? This is where Murderbot is feeling nervous about entering this dark hatch and going underground and seeing what's there.
Okay, this is System Collapse by Martha Wells, read by Kevin R. Free.
Iris looked at me, and I saw her hesitate because her hesitation looked a lot like Dr. Mensa's hesitation. And I realized I really didn't want to go down there. Even though what we could see of it was clearly unused, and the hatch probably hadn't been opened since the terraforming installation had been completed however many years ago, but I wanted to let the drones do it. I had to go down there. It was stupid not to go down there. This was just a construction access point on a planet that would have a general risk assessment in the low 30s, if not for the alien contamination. That's not helping. All right, come on. If I couldn't do this, I couldn't do my job. I said, "Wait here until I check it out." Iris smiled and did a good job pretending that she didn't know anything was wrong. Tariq looked uncomfortable but stood up from the controls and stepped out of the way. Yeah, this is great.
He just is such a wonderfully textured performer, I think. And aside from that and the subtlety he brings to any narration is I just plain like his voice.
Hmm.
It's a voice I
Yes.
really just want to listen to.
Oh, I agree. And there's so much going on too in the book where we've got Murderbot is having all these emotions, like I said, but there's also a lot of action and there's a lot that happens. And so I think Kevin does a great job balancing between this sort of interiority of Murderbot and then like these action sequences that Martha Wells, the author, is so good at writing. And you can really see what's happening because, it is all about these emotions and feelings, but it's also a science fiction novel where there's a lot happening and they're in space and they're on this planet and there's alien contamination and all these things to keep track of. But I think Kevin is a great companion for that and is such a good voice for Murderbot and all of these people that we get to know.
No, I agree. I completely agree. Okay, System Collapse by Martha Wells, read by Golden Voice, Kevin R. Free. And tomorrow, Emily is back with another finalist in science fiction. It's kind of her thing. This has been Behind the Mic with AudioFile Magazine. Don't forget to stop by AudioFile Magazine, where you can find hundreds of reviews, as well as interviews and articles about authors and narrators, and videos of some of your favorite narrators discussing the books that they perform. That's audiofilemagazine.com. I'm Jo Reed.